Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Truth in All podcast. As always, I'm your host, Chris Chastain. Some big news coming out for the podcast. Right this second, I'm recording on 1 hour's worth of sleep, so the podcast won't be very long, but we are here. Mainly because I said we would be here. If I hadn't probably put that tweet out, I probably would not be recording this podcast. Let's just say that. Um, but I did want to go ahead and announce that we are now on Spotify. Um, that came out last night. We were able to get it set up. I'm kind of surprised they accepted us that fast, but they did. We are also on YouTube podcasts or YouTube in general. Um, you can check that out. We'll post a link in the description once we can get that up and running and all of that gumbo. But yeah, we'll also have the Spotify link in there in the chat or in the description of the podcast as soon as it's post or as soon as we post the podcast. Uh, Besides that, we are working to get on applications like Stitcher. Was another one we went ahead and put in our application for, but we should be in it hopefully soon. I think probably wouldn't probably oh my gosh, probably within the next week. I would say we will be in at least one of them. So yeah, that's something to look forward to in the upcoming weeks. YouTube's gonna I'm kind of gonna have to play with that because I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna work. But of course, like I said, I'll get a description and post it on here and on Facebook, and on Twitter, Facebook. So I don't know what's going on with it. I wasn't running it. I'm gonna try to take it over soon. So we will be running on Facebook, but I won't announce the page until I have control of it because the person currently running it is not actually running it. I don't think. Um, yeah, but that's that. Let's quickly get into some sports topics. Not a whole lot to talk about, being the fact that we talked about a lot of it the night before last. Big news coming out of Miami. They want Pat Riley wants Dwayne Wade to re-sign with the Heat. Not really big news. I'm not surprised at all. A little unexpected that he would actually come out, in my opinion, and announce that he wants Dwayne Wade to, like I said, resign. Um, yeah, like I said, this is more of a podcast update. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend too long on this because, like I said, I'm running on 1 hour's worth of sleep for the night. Oh yeah, we do have big news um, coming out of the Los Angeles Chargers. I told y'all whatever can go wrong with the Chargers will go wrong pretty much if possible. The Chargers cornerback Jason Verrett tore his Achilles during the first conditioning training camp. Look, I, I'm not surprised. It's the Chargers. Sucks because gonna that team was a had a good chance, I think, to even get. Here's my thing with the Chargers. I'm gonna say it one more time because I said it the other day, but they have a good chance to make the Super Bowl, but there's a huge if. That's if injuries don't pile up like they're already starting to, as we notice right now with Jason Verrett. Um, Now, I wouldn't really consider it's piling up, but it's the first day of training camp and there's already a Chargers injury. It's typical. Plus Philip Rivers aging. I'm just not gonna buy into the Chargers as Super Bowl contenders yet. Because they're not. They're really not. But yeah. Yeah, that's all I'd say about that. Not too much to say. I did want to go ahead and say I do see where Julio Jones signed the deal. We'll give him $2.9 million in 2018, and basically they will rediscuss next year. He's going to make $13.4 million instead of $10.5 million. Another big news coming out of Atlanta. They signed offensive tackle Jake Matthews, that huge 5-year, $75 million deal. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, if I say so myself. Let's see what this. But yeah, more of a podcast update. I'm gonna go ahead and end this because so we can get this posted and maybe you can go to sleep. I don't know. We'll see. Plans for the upcoming week. I'm hoping to have a guest on Thursday or Friday or Wednesday for a little bit of for the same time, pretty much the same time as we did this week. May even do 2 next week. Maybe two long podcasts or 2 normal podcasts instead of this little update thing. Yeah, because really the main reason we did this is because of the big news coming about Spotify. I thought, yeah, that's it. But that's it. I'm not gonna make it listen much longer. Tune in mid next week. I'll be, of course, look at on Twitter on my Twitter, Chris_01 or the Truth and All Pod on Twitter. We'll be there. Yep. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. Peace out. I know this was kind of a not messy type podcast, but it's our podcast update. But who cares? Who really cares? Yeah. Thanks for joining me. Peace out.